stripe is a crochet scarf pattern that I have on my website. It's a free download. You can find that at smellslikeyarn.com. It's also linked down below where you can go right to the page and download the pattern. Like I said, it is a free PDF. So if you like how this looks and you want to crochet one yourself, you can go to my website, download the pattern, and make as many of these as you want. It is a very good beginner pattern. It only uses single crochet, double crochet, and chain stitches. It has the look of a corner to corner stitch, but it's actually just crocheted back and forth with no increasing, no decreasing, and you only work into chain spaces, so there's really no guessing where you need to place your hook. You just go into that chain space from the row below, do your stitches, and go on to the next space. So I really love this pattern. This one is using a ball of Universal Yarn Classic Shades. It's a 100-gram ball, a number 4 weight yarn. It's about 200 yards, and my scarf size was 5 inches by 44 inches. Your scarf size may vary by the yarn you're using. If you wanted to go to a wider scarf and use more yarn, you easily can. The multiple for this pattern is 4 stitches. So the pattern's written for 20 stitches. If you want to make it wider, you can go 24, 28. If you want to make it narrow, you can go down to 16, even down to 12. If you want to use a different weight yarn, you can easily change it. Just change up the hook size you're using. In this video, we're going to be using a number 4 weight yarn. This is Premier Sweet Roll Vivid in the color Lava Lamp. I'll have a link to the yarn down below as well. Also, I'll be using Knitter's Pride Crochet Waves crochet hooks. I really enjoy these hooks. For the number 4 weight yarn, I like to use the I-9 hook, and that's what we'll be using in this video. So let's get started. Let me move this to the side. Here is a look at the pattern. The pattern that you can get from my website. It's, like I said, it's a free PDF. And here is our written pattern right here. So we can see here it says chain 20. So let's get chain 20 going. Just do a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 20 stitches. So let's do that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then, let's get that 20. There's 20. So let me get some more yarn pulled out of the cake. Okay, so we got our chain of 20 stitches. So now what we're going to do is, says in the row 1 is in the 4th chain from the hook, 2 double crochet. So I'll go to the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here, I'll do 2 double crochet. So there's 1 double crochet, and in that same chain we'll do their 2nd double crochet. And there's that. Okay, now we're going to do, it says skip 3 chains. So we're going to skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And then it says in next chain, single crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So we're going to do our single crochet. Then I'm going to chain 3. And then we're going to do 3 double crochet in that same stitch. So here's our first double crochet. Here's our 2nd double crochet. Oop. I feel like I messed that one up. Let's get that going again. Not perfect. Okay, so here's our 2nd double crochet. And then our 3rd double crochet. Okay, and now it says repeat from the asterisk to asterisk until last 4 chains. So we're going to just repeat that across until we get to the last 4 chains. So we're going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to do our single crochet, chain 3. We're going to do 3 double crochet in that same stitch. So 1, here's 2, and then here's 3. So now go back to the pattern. We're going to pretty much skip 3 chains, and then the next chain do the same thing we just did. So I skip my 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, that puts us here. Do a single crochet. Come on. Then I do chain 3. And then we do 3 double crochet in that stitch. So 1, 2, and then we got 3. Okay. So then that takes us to our last 4 chains. Then we're going to, so it says until last 4 chains, then we're going to skip 3 chains and do the single crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the last chain. So I skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. That takes us to the last chain here. We're going to single crochet. We're going to chain 3. I'm going to do 2 double crochets here. 1, then 2. And then it says the last thing is we're going to turn. So we turn our work. And that takes us to row 2. So row 2, we're going to chain 3. Some more yarn pulled out ahead of time. So we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And it says 2 double crochets in the chain 3 space. So we go to that chain 3 space from the row below, and we're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Okay. Then it says in next chain 3 space, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So I go to my next chain 3 space right here, and I'm going to do a single crochet. The yarn in a better spot. I'm going to chain 3. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and then this is 3. Okay. So then we're going to pretty much do this all the way across in all the chain 3 spaces. Let's get some more yarn. Move the yarn to this side. So in the next chain 3 space, I'm going to single crochet, chain 3, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochet. Oops. Let's try that again. We're going to do 3 double crochet. So here's our first one. Let's do the second one. And then our third one. then we're going to go to the next chain 3 space and do the same thing. We're going to single crochet, chain 3, then we're going to do 3 double crochet. One, 2, 3. And that takes us to the last one, and here I have it called out, let's see, repeat from the asterisk to asterisk until turning chain space. In turning chain space, we're going to single crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, and then turn. So this right here is what I call the turning chain space. It's that space between our chain 3 and 2 double crochets at the start of each row. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your hook in that space. You're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, and in this one we do 2 double crochet. So there's 1, and there's 2. So you can see it's starting to grow. So then we just do the same thing, repeat that row until we are pretty much out of yarn or the scarf is the length you want. So let's work another row here. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, do two double crochets there. There's 1. There is 2. I'm going to go to the chain 3 space. I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 3, and I'm going to do 3 double crochet. Go to my next chain 3 space. I'm going to do a single crochet, then 3 chains, and then 3 double crochet. Then we're going to go to the next chain 3 space, do a single crochet, chain 3, and then I'm going to do 3 double crochet. 1, this is 2. Let's try that again. The first few rows are kind of fiddly, but once it gets going, it's easier to work with. There's 2, and then our 3rd double crochet. Okay, then that takes us to that turning chain space. So in that one, we're going to do our single crochet, chain 3, and we're going to do 2 double crochets in that space. So there's 1 double crochet, and here's 2 double crochet. I'll do one more row here. So I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to do 2 double crochet in that space. There's that. Then go to the next chain 3 space. We're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochet here. And then let's go to the next chain 3 space. We're going to single crochet, 1, then chain 3, 3 double crochet, and then go to our next chain 3 space, do a single crochet, chain 3, and we're going to do 3 double crochet, then we're going to go to that chain 2 space, or the chain 3 space in the turning chain, and we're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, and then 3 double crochet, or 2 double crochet, I'm sorry about that. Got my numbers all mixed up there. And that's how it's looking. I'm going to continue working on this and then come back when I am through this with this ball of yarn. Alright, it's time to finish up the scarf here. I've been working on this for a couple hours now, and almost down to the end of the ball of yarn, so we're going to finish off either the last 1 or 2 rows here. So we just do the chain 3, 2 double crochet in that first chain 3 space. Now we're going to single crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochet in the space. 2 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. Resituate the scarf here on my desk. I measured it, and I'm about, this one ended up being about 6 inches wide, and we're just over 40 inches long. So the size will vary depending on the yarn you use and how much of it you have. This cake is only 174 yards. So if you had like a 200 yard cake, it's going to be a little bit longer than if you cast it on also or chained on fewer stitches. If you did like 16 instead of 20, it's going to be narrower and longer as well. I really like how this shows off the striping in the yarn. So this would be great for a self-striping yarn if you have some of that, or also look really great in a solid color, because then it'll just show off the stitch pattern. And those little squares, like I said, looks like it's a corner to corner, but it's just crocheted back and forth in a horizontal row. In the last turning chain space, we're going to single crochet, chain 3, and we're going to do 2 double crochet here. And looking at the yarn, let's try to do 1 more row. So this will either be success or failure, because this is how much yarn I have left of the cake. I think we have enough to go for 1 more row. So let's do 1 more row, and we'll have this finished off. So we're going to chain 3 here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to 2 double crochet in that first space. Now we're going to go over to the next chain 3 space, and we're going to do a single crochet, chain 3. Then we're going to do 3 double crochet here. If you wanted to use a heavier weight yarn or a lighter weight yarn, you could easily do that, and you just pretty much use the hook size that the ball band of your yarn recommends. You know, I've done one in fingering weight yarn, I've done one in number 3 lightweight yarn. It just works up really great with whatever yarn you're using. So if you have that one ball of yarn that you're not sure what to use it for, this would be a great pattern for that. Okay, 1 more here, 3 chains. We're going to do 3 double crochet, then in my last space here, we got the turning chain, the 2 double crochets. In that space, we're just going to do, oops, I yarned over down to, we're going to single crochet there, chain 3, and we're going to do 2 double crochet. I think I'm going to call it quits there, because I don't think I'm going to have enough yarn to do 1 more row. I have this much left. So this project pretty much uses up your entire ball of yarn. So let me trim that end here. Pull that through. I'll weave in my ends later. I just want to show you how the scarf turned out. Again, I don't know if I feel like I forgot to tell you, but I used an I9 5.5mm hook for this project. Again, if you use a different yarn weight, just use whatever your ball band recommends. So here's how it turned out, and I love the stripes in this color. So this is Premier Sweet Roll Vivid is the yarn, and the color Lava Lamp. And I just love how this shows off the striping pattern of the yarn. So if you want to make this, head over to my site, smellslikeyarn.com, and download the pattern. It's a free pattern, free PDF. I have a link to it down below, and thank you for watching.